Welcome to Secret Talks. I'm your host, Michaell Magrutsche, here with Dr. Joen Painter and Hillary F. Brown. We are certified personal coaches that let you listen in on our private master sessions, where we discuss topics that come up with us or our clients. Episode 401, Manage and Understand Your Spiritual Growth. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Michaell Magrutsche, your host. With me, Dr. Joen Painter and Hillary F. Brown. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, Michaell. Hey, Joen.
So, ladies, manage and understand your spiritual growth. Before we even start, let's define what is spiritual growth. Dr. Joen.
Well, I think the spiritual growth is about where you are with what your purpose in life is and who's guiding you or how you're letting your intuition guide you. And your spirituality helps move you with ease.
We also say that spirituality can be religion, but is not that religion is spiritual. Spirituality I see as becoming conscious of more of who you are. In my opinion, it's not particularly linked to God or Moses or any deities. It's more connected to within and finding out more of your essence, your voice, your grace that you are.
I agree with you. Yeah, Michaell. I think that for me personally, when I connected to what I thought was spirit or the collective conscious, that's when I thought, oh, this is what spirituality is. So that's what I learned growing up as a Catholic. I didn't connect to the religion. I thought it was interesting. But once I explored like meditation and other opportunities to connect to what I thought of as collective conscience, I felt spiritual. And I understood what that meant.
I agree with you. And Joen?
I agree with that totally. And, I think that there's so many times that spirituality is misunderstood.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe it is a religion. I think it's beautiful within yourself, and it can be fragile, and it also can be misunderstood, but it can also nourish our souls to help us move forward without sabotage.
Yeah, and I think God is found within. It's not out there. It's not something you copy from somewhere. I think we are all on the same level here. Obviously, when you look up spirituality in the dictionary, it says your personal relationship to God. Whatever God is, or all that is, or whatever deity, it is your personal relationship to, and therefore a religion or a group can only give you guidance, but ultimately when you step into your spiritual growth, you're stepping into your own, yourself. With a capital S.
And some, religion can, be that guide. Like you relate to that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are not anti-religious here. It can be, but it is not a guarantee. If a religion requests everything from you that you are not resonate, you will not be able to come to yourself because you're being outside all the time. Or you're copying other people's path. And even if that path brought that person or this group into their own spirituality, doesn't mean that when you copy somebody else that will happen to you. It's a remedy for losing weight. A lot of people losing weight with this diet, a lot of with that diet, but ultimately everybody is different. Otherwise, everybody would be skinny and we would have the right diet for everyone. That's the beauty of humans, that we are all different and that we are all unique. It can work, but mostly it doesn't when you copy something. Just to be conscious of that will help you in your path, choosing the right guides, the right teachers, the right religion, the right whatever you resonate with. And spirituality, I think, is important that this is really supposed to be a higher state. So there's not supposed to be struggle. There's not supposed to be hardship. It's just fitting to you. What is for me, for example, if I have to pray and really get enlightened from my prayers, that is wonderful. But that might be a burden to you, Hillary. Just to be conscious of that is half the battle won, because you are looking what is comfortable, and it should not be a burden at all. You shouldn't, I hate the word shouldn't, but it should come naturally. You need to find a path to yourself that you don't have to go to Sunday church on Sunday. If you feel then you go to Sunday church. If you don't feel, you pray by yourself. If you feel like studying some metaphysical teachers, you do it because you want to do it, not because, hey, I want to make sure I get to heaven, or I want to make sure if I don't do this, I think I'm going to be caught up by the dark forces. But watch out for having comfortable and pleasant experience. What would be the point of having an unpleasant spirituality, that is also a real flag for you to know that you project life, if it's hard for you, into your spirituality. And that's basically just more stress for you. And you better leave the spirituality and just focus on your life and make it easy. Because that's in itself more spiritual than just adding on more work and more hardship. Ask yourself these questions. What is spiritual growth? Why would I want to have spiritual growth? Why am I interested in spiritual growth?
Is there a lacking in your life that you're questioning? Is there something driving you?
I feel lifeless, and you might look for spirituality.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing right there.
You might look for spirituality to give you back that spirit, that life, that thing you see in other people, and you just can't find it in yourself. It's always come back to self, to understand self, to discover self. That in itself is usually what drives people, because they see it makes life interesting. When you know for yourself how you function in this world, it makes life much more interesting than just be a spectator.
Well, I think that those of us who are spiritual, I think that we're some of the strongest people out there, and we're the ones that other people want to be around. Because when disaster strikes or all hell breaks loose, we're not the ones that run. We're the ones who actually can keep the calm and can keep things moving in a nice, easier manner.
Especially if we are not trying to indoctrinate everyone.
Exactly.
We are the strong because we understand what's happening. For example, in a crisis or when people have pain, we understand it and we can relate to it, so we're not judgmental.
And sometimes we feel it from others.
Exactly. That is just a part of that attraction.
It's energetic, too, because people have told me that they've seen that change in me.
Yes.
Once I found my spiritual calling,
Yeah.
Your energy changes, you become more positive, people are attracted to that, more able to connect to higher powers, information and knowledge, and you can deal better with your life and chaos. And so I can see how that's why the spiritual community is stronger.
Know, first of all, why you are looking for spirituality, what you're looking for, and what is your payoff, what you're getting for it. Are you feeling better? Do you connect to other people better? Do you have a more balanced, harmonious life without giving off you? You don't need to be phony, you just can be yourself. Those are signs that you are on the right path. When you can be yourself without selling out, when you don't feel bad if you cancel something, or you don't feel other people try to put their will on you, and you can deal with that. Those are all nice little whispers that you are on the right way. And be careful to not beat yourself up. Self-punishing is not spiritual growth. There is not supposed to be any struggle in spirituality. You might shift and have a little headache or something, or you feel a little off when you have a shift. But in general, there shouldn't be any struggle. There shouldn't be any hardship. The universe is in harmony, and if your spirituality is on target with the universe, then you are in harmony and balance too. And that's, I think, what we're all looking for, functioning in a balanced environment, and knowing that that's not always possible. I hand it over to Hillary. Wrap up your thoughts about our first episode on spirituality.
Well, I want to say that what Joan said earlier about how when you become spiritual, you see your purpose. And like you were saying, Michael, once you become spiritual, you really connect to all those parts of you, the artist side, your ambitious side, and you can be more yourself.
Yes. Joan?
I agree with that too, because I think that the energies around us fall into place and we don't beat ourselves up. We're not looking at, oh, so-and-so's doing this, and oh, they're judging me because I'm not doing that. The judgment is gone. When we are who we are and where we're headed in the right path for our own personal spirituality, we no longer worry about what other people are saying and who's deciding what. It goes back to that whole thing about it's none of your business what other people are saying about you. It doesn't matter.
A lot of people say, okay, so I don't care what people say. That's not what you just said. What you said is you come to a point where you understand others and it doesn't trigger you. Because people might hear that and say, okay, then I don't care what people say. I don't care. Screw you. I'm not rebelling against you, but it's more, I see this, these people have their opinions, and opinion is not the truth.
You're right.
And it's allowing that these people have their opinion, it's fine.
Well, you accept the change within you. I mean, I question if everybody hasn't gone through all the different theories and healers and leaders. I really believe that people have checked out a lot of different ones to find out where they're at. And when you find what really works for you, then you go that direction without saying, this is the only track I'm going, this is the only way there is. It's not about this is the only way there is. It's about what is working for you and what's going through you to help you move forward.
Yeah, what feels good. Spirituality needs to feel good. I always say that. I don't understand when anybody can go to struggle. If you study yourself, I mean, it's like self-love. I don't need spirituality. What's the difference? So I'm struggling here and I'm struggling there. What is the point? The point is to get you a patterning that is fitting for you, free from society or anything else, where you align with feeling good, being all you can be, accepting who you are. It doesn't matter how you look, how you are, what people say. It should be a heaven on earth. I think that's a very good analogy. To find heaven on earth with your spirituality, a safe place, a state of being that gives you a sense of what you could be. And then you come back and do your physical stuff, finding God within you and finding the enlightenment, find the growth within you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this was our first podcast on spirituality. Just listen to it and ask the question. We're looking forward to our next podcast about spirituality. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
So long. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
For more information, go to michaellm.com. That's Michaell with double L, MICHAELLM.com. On the upper right-hand side, click on Wellness Team. If you like this show, please pay it forward by sharing it with your friends and like it. Thanks to my colleagues, Hilary F. Brown at hilaryfbrown.com and Dr. Joen Painter at drjoen.com. I'm your host, Michaell Magrutsche. Thanks for listening.